What's up, YouTube? It's Breaking Sites, and I'm back. Before we get to it, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, as you always watch the video.
Lil Zay Osama is back in federal custody. He's facing forever and a little extra. His career might be over after a superseding indictment was just unsealed. A federal grand jury in Chicago has indicted 7 men on robbery and kidnapping offenses for allegedly participating in a violent home invasion in Winnetka, Illinois last month. Winnetka is...
Bro, why would you do it? Nigga, so dumb. So dumb. So dumb. Rappers. Your face card is the business, idiot. Your face card is the business, dumb. Nigga, you gonna go do a home invasion for a possible money that you might get when you can go easy. Podcasts, YouTube, Twitch, gaming, merch, interview. Like, nigga. There are so many ways rappers, because they're already famous. Promo. What you rented in this house for, what you thought you were going to get. You could have easily, hey, I'm doing promo. 2,500. I'm going to post your song. 1,500. I'll post your YouTube channel. 3 band. I'll come be in a YouTube video with you. Idiot, bro. Straight idiot, bro.
one of the most expensive suburbs in the Chicago area, with many luxury homes showing a median price of $2 million, with the most famous being the Home Alone house from the 1990s classic. Roughly 20 miles from downtown Chicago, this wasn't the type of area you'd see Chirac drill rappers sticking someone up. But as we all know, you can never be surprised when it comes to Chicago. U.S. attorneys received search warrants within 12 days of the home invasion, but kept them under seal while continuing to obtain evidence to identify and arrest additional defendants involved in the violent incident.
That's what they always do, bro. They always think everybody's going to jail. Nigga. They ain't, that's one thing about the Fed. The police, one person, they might come get you. The Feds, no, we need everybody.
Preceding indictment charges 24-year-old Deshaun Brown, 24-year-old David Franklin, 22-year-old Anthony Ramsey, 28-year-old...
And guarantee you got more money than all these niggas, bro. Idiot.
Isaiah Dukes, 30-year-old Keel Dukes, and 23-year-old Jalen Chambers with conspiracy to commit robbery and kidnapping in connection with the home invasion that took place March 8th. The 7th defendant has not yet been filed into the paperwork as he was just arrested.
This must be old then, because he ain't got dreads no more.
Now everyone knows Isaiah Dukes is none other than Chicago rapper Lil Zay Osama. And Keel Dukes, aka Big Folks, would be Zay's older brother. Anthony Ramsey, aka Lil Ant, is also said to be related to the brothers. No stranger to law enforcement, Zay was indicted by the feds after leaving a Glock with a switch inside of an Uber in New York City. He'd controversially be sentenced to only 14 months in federal prison and would be released in late 2024. Now obviously, 14 months for a switch is nothing and made plenty of people start to wonder, but after carefully looking through his federal paperwork, I figured out his low sentence was literally just due to having a great lawyer, Don Florio. But this case, this is gonna...
I wasn't surprised, because, well, kind of, because again, 14 months, when every time they trying to get niggas 10 years for a switch, so he did. That's why even when that came, people were saying that he snitched, because nigga, how did you get 14 months, nigga? They give niggas 9 years for a switch, for the switch alone.
Need a fucking miracle. According to the indictment, Franklin and Big Folks communicated through phones about using a stolen vehicle to commit the robbery. The next day, Brown then drove Franklin, Chambers, and 2 others in a stolen vehicle to a home belonging to 2 victims, named in the indictment only as Victim A and Victim B. While on the way to the home, Chambers communicated with Zay to discuss the plan for the robbery. Once outside the home, Brown walked up posing as a food delivery driver to cause an individual within the home to open the front door. Armed with loaded
That gotta be AI as fuck.
weapons, Brown, Franklin, Chambers, and two others forced their way inside. They'd all pull guns, attempting to rob Victim A for his crypto. But the paperwork doesn't clarify if Victim A was actually home, only that he was the one they intended to rob. Instead, they physically restrained Victim B, keeping him captive while aiming guns at him. They demanded he give them access to the safe, computer, and any online accounts holding crypto. While inside the home, Chambers would again call Zay, who provided instructions regarding the information needed from Victim B to obtain the crypto. Big Folks would also receive a call by one of the conspirators inside the home as the attempted robbery took place. All of the conspirators inside the home
Stupid. So the nigga think, hey, I ain't in there. I ain't going with y'all. Hey, this niggas is so dumb. So you thought, I'm gonna be smart and I ain't going. So y'all go in, but call me when in front of the nigga. Call me though. You're still tied to the robbery, dummy. And you're the main person because your name rings bells. Theirs don't.
as the attempted robbery took place. All of the men then fled the scene, meeting up with Zay, Big Folks, and Lil Ant, who according to the paperwork searched them to make sure everything they took was collected. Apparently they made off with $111,300. Split 7 ways, that's roughly $16,000 per person. The only problem with that is a federal trial lawyer can cost anywhere from 100 to 500 fucking thousand if you plan on taking it all the way. This paperwork is clearly alleging Zay sent some crash dummies to rob a crypto kid who they probably thought had millions that could easily be transferred without a trace. And that sounds good until you find out the feds have every text, call, and GPS location from every cell phone present. They know who made calls from inside the home during the time of the robbery. They know who texted what. They have the entire timeline of how this was planned and executed.
Yeah, he was dumb, bro. You're dumb. I like your music, but you're dumb. It's dumb. I was saying like if you're my committing crime is dumb, especially with all the cameras around. But like, if you're down, super down on your luck, you can't get. You're trying to come up, you can't. That's more of a reason to a nigga who's well off, who got what who got what they went in his house for on his neck. You got half of that on your wrist. If you're that desperate, nigga, that you need some money, nigga, go pawn this grill. Go pawn a tooth, nigga. Go pawn a chain. Go pawn a watch. Like, nigga, promo, Instagram. Like, like a nigga in his position could never tell me to go hit a lick. Nigga, you have too much money, nigga. Help me make the money, nigga. Do a song with me. I'm gonna start a podcast. Come do some interviews with me, nigga. I can make what you finna send me in this house for off of your face.
And for kidnapping, all of these men face up to life in federal prison.
The niggas that he sent in, y'all was dumb too, cause y'all let this nigga finesse y'all. Cause he got money that y'all don't got. He got money for a lawyer. You're finna have a public defender.
Interference with commerce by threat of violence, up to 20 years. So mathematically speaking, all 7 of them were willing to risk life plus 20 for $16,000 apiece. Now the biggest factor in this case is going to be the victim cooperating, which obviously he already is. Otherwise, no one would have known a home invasion took place. But if he is able to identify anyone, if he's had any previous relationships with anyone tied to Zay or Zay himself, that kind of information is the nail in the coffin.
The niggas that he sent in, they're snitching on him, bro. They're snitching. If the niggas in Young Thug trial was taking plea deals. They were for the same thing. Like rappers gotta always remember, especially if you're going to jail with your homies, they don't have the money that you have, and your lawyer is more likely going he's going to separate the case, meaning everybody else is going to have their own individual lawyer, so therefore everybody don't get the same time together. People never fall for the okey doke of a nigga who's well off or more well off than you are. He's setting you up for failure, bro. Because he gonna go pay for a lawyer, or you gonna have to go use a public defender.
Some way, somehow, someone knew they had a shitload of crypto, most likely in the millions, and they came for it all. But here we are again, for the second time this year, speaking on a rapper who crashed out in a robbery turned kidnapping. The major difference between Zay and Pooh Shiesty is it would seem Zay was directing orders over the phone while Pooh pulled out the damn Draco. The feds are going to have to prove Zay was actually
neither one works.
how it needs to go down, and that means the feds are going to do their best to get one of the 6 other men to fold, cooperate, and reveal it all. Now I can imagine this
6 other people, y'all. 6 other people. Y'all think the niggas they snitching, bro? You niggas are damn fool, bro. People always remember this. If it's you and 3 other niggas, one of them niggas or 2 of them niggas is gonna snitch. They get all I'm the thumper nigga. I'm ready to slide. I'm ready to slide. He gonna snitch on you, bruh. He gonna snitch on you, bruh. Like, soon as you get a car and you like, all right, we finna go slide. Look at them niggas, bruh. Look at them niggas. Cause one of them niggas is gonna snitch on you. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Cause everybody, cause even when it comes to public defenders, all public defenders ain't weak. Some of them are good. So he might get the good one. And you get the weak one. Now what?
This whole scheme sounded great as they were thinking of it, right? Oh, we got this kid, he does crypto, da-da-da. Mind you, this kid probably does his little scams, whatever. They're thinking we're just gonna rob him, he's not gonna say nothing, everything's gonna be good, this kid might be involved in some illegal shit of his own.
Nope.
Fuck that. This kid gets robbed, fully calls 911, whatever he has to do to report this situation, otherwise they never would have found out. And I don't think they understand how fucked they are in a situation like this. This is a Fed case, and already the feds are revealing they know who went where, because your cell phone is a GPS tracker. They know who was talking to who at what times. They know when the robbery initiated. They know when the robbery ended based off of when they went in the home and when they left the home. How do we know that Brown was posing as a food delivery, whatever, or Uber Eats? 9 times out of 9, that came from the kid that they robbed. I opened the door, I thought it was Uber Eats, that's what he said, and then everyone pulled out fucking guns asking me for my Bitcoin. Sounds like this kid is fully cooperating. Like I said, if this kid knows who Zay is, if they've had any interactions, which is how they were able to obtain the information that this kid has mad crypto, they might be fucked in this case. Otherwise, Zay is going to be able to afford the best lawyer, as the rappers always do. His lawyer is going to try to pick this shit apart. The phone calls claiming Zay was instructing them on how to do this and that, whatever.
Nah, your client, he called my client and my client told him about a new song.
Cause I mean, to be fair, right? If you call my phone and you're like, yo, how do I like send crypto? And I'm like, oh, you just need this and that, and you do this and that, da-da-da, and that's it. And they hang up. I don't know if they're in the middle of a fucking robbery. I don't know what they're doing. They just called me and asked me about some damn crypto. But in that sense, he would kind of have to admit to having that conversation. Zay's lawyer, I'm sure, is going to be able to figure this out. And to be honest with you, as much money as Zay be dropping on jewelry and everything else, it's hard to imagine he needed this.
That's what come on, Jack. Again, it'd be crazy when people say shit that you already said. I just said this. Nigga, you got a bust down Cuban on your neck. A bust down baby hanging off the chain. Bust down grill. Bust down watch. How much money did you need? Especially when again, rappers, celebrities, your face card is literally the money. You are the money. Like nigga, if you signed the deal to where the record label make money off every single thing that you even try to do, then you played yourself. Nigga, that's your fault. But it should be nigga, they make money off your music. Anything else has nothing to do with it. That's how it should go. But most rappers don't do it because they don't even own their music, right?
I can imagine the other guys being broke as fuck, but not Zay. Zay lives out in LA. He doesn't live in Chicago. He's been escaped Chicago. So it's like, why would he need to even be involved in this situation? The whole Pooh Shiesty and Gucci thing, it wasn't about the money, it was about the contract, which technically made it about the money. But he took all that other shit just to...
Nah, I think for Pooh Shiesty, it was he didn't want to work with Gucci no more. Cause some people were saying that Gucci wasn't paying him all his money, and then I guess the thing that with I forgot what's his name. I guess his cousin or his homie, whatever, that passed away. I forgot his name, but that artist that passed away, people were saying that Gucci didn't help when it came out to be that he did help. So I think it was all that. It was just that's why it was done for Pooh Shiesty. Like it's like the contract part, you not want to work with the nigga. I can understand that. The robbing him part, you went too far with that. You didn't need to do that part, but that was just an extra F you on top of what he was already doing.
Add disrespect to the situation versus in this situation, what the fuck are they, did you think you were really gonna get off with 10-15 million in crypto and just bust that shit down with the homies and nobody was gonna figure nothing out and that kid wasn't gonna say nothing about it? Like, these crypto kids love getting next to the rappers and love acting like they're doing this crazy shit. Like, there's a lot of kids that come from money and then figure out a way to turn their parents' money into their own money, but they want to like sell drugs and shit just to feel like they're living that lifestyle, as if they made it and they can relate to the rappers, and then they get around the rappers just to get robbed by the rappers. So the major thing in this, we're barely seeing any information. Everything that I gave you in this video is the subtle layout that the feds have given. More paperwork is gonna drop. We might get pictures, surveillance, we don't know what the fuck we're gonna get. But there's gonna be a lot more shit that's gonna come out. I'm gonna keep y'all updated and in tune about the situation. We're gonna see how bad it is. I'm not gonna say anything sounds good though, because anytime the feds indict you, you're kind of essentially looking at some time. How many people have we
every time too
really seen walk away without getting time from the feds? How many people haven't had to sit down for months, if not over a year?
Especially for the feds, they got a 99% conviction rate, nigga.
Fighting a fed case. This is gonna put him away for
a they know they got you.
Definitely the other people he was with, and like I said, if they're all broke as fuck, and the feds are like, hey, you're facing life plus 20. We don't even want to give you 30 years. Best we can do is like 20, and you at least get to like go home at some point and not die in the feds. But you need to cooperate. It's pretty fucking likely someone's gonna take that opportunity. Sadly, that's just what it is. And everyone knows this when they get into these situations, but it's kind of like a gambler.
6 niggas. 3 of them niggas snitching.
An addiction, right? You know there's a chance you could get away, and if you get away, you know you could get away with possibly millions. In this case, it was only 111,000. That really ain't shit, because 7 ways, that's 16 a piece. That ain't nothing. That's bill money if you got money. You know what I mean? But we'll see what happens. I'll keep y'all updated.
Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. W video 10 J.